everyone, welcome. I'm Trish, and you're at Trish's Creative Treasures. Hello, how is everybody? I know I haven't been here for a month, I know, and I'm so sorry. Well, it's not quite a month yet. 6 days will be a month. But it's been a rough month for me, guys, with pain and my mom. It'll be a year that she's passed on soon, August 10th. So I've been an emotional roller coaster. I finally got upstairs though and kind of stuck. I don't know if I can get back down because my hips are really bad. I've been in a lot of pain the past month. But last weekend I was determined. I'm like, I don't care, I'm getting upstairs. I don't care if it kills me. I'm doing it because I missed being in my craft area. But we had to come up here and clean because my dog and my cats had my room trashed. Yeah, it was bad. But I was bound and determined, and me, Drake, and Jim, we got it cleaned up. I gotta organize my mess over here, but I have it somewhere for now. I just haven't had the chance to do the organizing because I need to build up my other thing of shelves so I can put it on top of my book stand here to have more space. But anyways, I've been a busy beaver. I have crocheted quite a bit, and I don't have much to show you because I've given a lot of it away, and I'm horrible before. I'm too excited to give somebody their gift or what I've made them that I forget to take a picture. But I've made quite a few bralettes. I have made some bags. I have 2 out of 4 because I gave 2 of them away. So those are crocheted bags, and today I've been busy. I have sewn a bunch of bags and working on some scrunchies. So I figured we'd just do a little show and tell and let it go from here. So first bags I make is, as you all know, I do use medical marijuana. I do take a lot of pain pills, but it seems like the pain pills don't really help much, so the goal is to get off the pills and to be able to just strictly use marijuana as needed. So we have cannabis festivals twice a year here, and I just thought it would be neat. Plus, I mean, there's a lot of stoners around here. Okay, there's a lot of people that smoke weed that are all like wearing their weed shirts and blah 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 blah. So I decided that it would be nice to have like a lanyard around my chest, around my neck, I mean, hanging when we're at the festival. Because last time I took my purse, and I had to hold my purse the whole way. I had to hold my purse because I'm in a wheelchair. So it just became uncomfortable. I was stuffing all the stuff in my purse that we were getting instead of putting it in the bag that was on the back of the wheelchair. So I started making these little lanyard bags with a marijuana leaf on it, and I braid the yarn together. Now this one is the first one I made, so it's real tiny, and I did this with the purpose of just thinking you can shove your ID and your money. If you're a smoker, you could possibly fit a pack of cigarettes and a lighter in there as well. But it's just something very tiny if you want to be very minimal. If you want to go to a festival, you can put this over your neck, and then you just carry it. So this one is the second one that I made. I don't know if you can see that. So I made this one with using Hobby Lobby's I Love This Cotton in the color Brights. And this here is made out of Red Heart Metallic. And then I did the straps. So this one you should be able to hold your phone, money, wallet. I mean, if you're at a cannabis festival and you have your cannabis, I mean, if you have a vape pen there, if you have a bowl and flour, you can fit, I mean, there's quite a bit you can fit in here that you just need to take with you when you go into a festival. So that's like the medium size, and I have made a large size. So this is not going to be my small. This was, like I said, just my first, and it'll be good enough to go to a festival, just put a little bit of something in. but I'm making small, medium, and large ones. So my small ones start with 17 stitches, and then the medium is 26 stitches, and the large one is 36 stitches for my, well, 27 stitches, 37 because I need that one for turning. It's done all in single crochet. So if anybody likes any of these and will be interested, you can order one, and I would gladly make you one. I don't have them up here because a lot of my, pretty much everything I had downstairs is still downstairs, and I started making pot leaf earrings, so I do have those as well. So hopefully by the time I do my next update on stuff, I should be able to have the majority of my stuff back up here. It's just trying to figure out where we're going to go with everything right now, because I've been trying to pull a lot of stuff that I want here, you know, because with being stuck in my room a lot, I want everything that I need at my fingertips here just to keep me occupied and keep me busy. So we're going to actually take my craft table here, which is, you know, directly in front of me. We're going to move it all the way down to right before right at the window, you know, the molding right at the window, and that's going to give me quite a bit of extra room that I can store stuff over in the corner here, and I will have an easier time getting in and out of here. Now granted, if my legs worked, it wouldn't be a problem at all, because let me tell you, before surgery, I was stuck between the wall and the table, and I was lodged in here, and my stomach would hurt sitting here because it was literally pressed in. I now have a good distance between me and this table. Yeah, I don't know. I think I've let you guys all know that when I was at the doctor on June 30th, I was down 88 pounds. So we're going on a whole other month, so who knows where I'm at now. Eating's getting a lot easier. At first I used to throw up almost anything that was meat or not loose or soft, and I think my stomach just needed a little bit more time to heal before it was ready to take on the more solid food, even though you have to chew your food to a pudding consistency, and you have to eat very slow, and you have to like take time in between bites. Now, I've always been a fast eater. Growing up, you learn to eat fast, especially if you wanted a second round. It was whatever was left, first come, first serve. So you learn to scarf it down. And then being a hairdresser for 30 years, sometimes you have 2 minutes to eat a whole hoagie, and believe me, you learn how to eat that whole hoagie in 2 freaking minutes. When you're hungry, and you know that's going to be the only 2 minutes you're going to get all day long to be able to eat anything. So I have the habit of eating fast. And sometimes when I'm just really hungry and I haven't had much all day, and it's the hunger's hit me for dinner at night, I will take too big of a bite and I don't chew it correctly, and I just eat too fast, and then after like 2 bites I'm like, oh crap, I did it again. And then I get a really bad stomach ache, and then I throw up everything that I ate, and then I don't want to eat the rest of the night because I feel icky. But so be it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting this to move down, because Jim got me a really nice chair that's cushioned and sits up a little higher than this one. So yeah, because I'm kind of like in a smaller chair where I feel like I'm like this little midget down in here. But okay, what I did all day today was I sewed a bunch of bags. And I'm going to sell these bags. So I'm offering up, I only go through PayPal. I do not have an Etsy shop. I pretty much don't have anything like that. So I'm going to show them to you guys on here, and I will also be putting them in my, I have another YouTube page called My Crafty Creations, where I've always put like my stuff that I've had for sale in. So I'm going to put pictures of them on there. Now, I'm no professional sewer, and I'm a beginner learner, so I'm not going to say my bags are perfect, but they're held together well. My seams may not be 100% perfectly straight or anything, but I'm offering my bags $15 a bag, which will cover shipping. Okay, so if you're interested in any of these bags, please email me at TrishsCreativeTreasures@gmail.com, or if you have me on Facebook, you can always message me, or you can make a post in my Trish's Creative Treasures group page. So yes, so I'm going to show you the bags that I made today. I was busy because I did make quite a few of them, and they're really all different shapes and sizes because I'm just using the fabric that I've had. So this is one, yellow and white, and it has the double drawstring. So that is bag number one, and that just has a yellow liner on the inside. This is bag number two. It's pink with pink ribbon, and the inside is pink with polka dots. Here is an American kind of country pattern. So, and this one just has ribbon, but that one's just a little bit rectangular instead of square. And here is a lime one. And this one has paracord. And there's a second lime one. This one is a decent size one. This one's pretty big. So there's that with blue and white polka dots. Oh, I forgot to show you. Hold on. The Americana bag has just like a country red, like that color red inside. And the lime ones have a lime green inside. Okay, now back to this. This is an Americana one. And there is that red again. And here is little girls, little ballerinas, and flowers with just some pink inside. Like I said, sometimes my seams aren't perfect. But yeah, it has gotten better though. This is like one of the first bags that I kind of made successfully. But yes, I need to do something to earn some sort of income because I have none, and I can't keep depending on Jim to do everything, and I still have bills to pay and children to take care of. So, and plus if I can earn some money, I can earn money to be able to put back into buying yarn to show you guys, and fabric to make bags or to make whatever I decide to make. So my last three are Christmassy. But what the heck, it's July, right? Christmas in July. So here is Mr. Grinch. And then here is another Mr. Grinch. And this one, first Mr. Grinch. Okay, these both have the same snowflake pattern in the inside. And this one is the cocoa and coffee cups with peppermint, the candy canes, and this has a green and white snowflake material. So yes, I've been busy today because I can't, like I said, I'm more like a new beginner sewer that I'm self-teaching. So I go a little bit slow. I can't, one day maybe I'll be able to go straight through it. So yes, let me hang these back up, guys. So what have you all been working on? What have you all been doing? Because I feel so out of touch, and I feel awful because I have not been on, but at the same time I've been kind of like depressed, miserable. Pain's had me down. Besides that, I've also been doing a lot of canning. We had gotten so much zucchini in, and Jim says it's almost time to pick another full round of them. So I had made zucchini pineapple zucchini. I had made zucchini relish. Is that the only two things I did? I think that I got a lot of zucchini relish. I got like 24 half pints, or like pint and a half, no, the jelly jar, an 8-ounce jar. I filled up 24 of them of the zucchini relish, and I did about 18 of the pineapple zucchini in the 8-ounce jars. My next bit with zucchini will be to make mock applesauce and mock apple pie filling. I get these recipes, I got all 3 of them. Well, the zucchini relish is in the Ball canning book, but it's also online. So the zucchini relish I got from the book, but if you like to watch homesteading channels or canning or to get recipes or anything like that, Rachel over at the 1870s Homestead, she is wonderful. She teaches excellent with canning, excellent recipes. They raise their own chickens for eggs, they raise meat birds, they raise their own pigs, and she has gardening tips. I mean, she always has a beautiful garden with lots of food to do. So I would recommend you to go on over there and give an eye out for Rachel at the 1870s Homestead. But yeah, I haven't had anything exciting going on. Tiana graduated. She's, guess what, about 25. She was just sitting there. She must have walked out. I think she's going on 25 weeks pregnant with her son Pierce. So that sooner or later will have us having a newborn in the house, and she'll be a new mama, and she's always like kind of hypochondriac with herself and thinking she's dying from the littlest ailment. So I'm kind of like dreading how when you get baby cold and all this, because even though I've experienced a lot and I know enough, Mom's still stupid and Mom don't know what she's talking about. And yes, I do. Because then she realizes, like, oh, you were right. When are you going to learn? If I don't know what's going on, I will tell you that I don't know what's going on. But if I know, then I know. Kids. Yeah, oh, let me see if I can reach them. I started making some, hold on guys, stitch markers that I'm going to have for sale. These one aren't per se stitch markers. I'm going to do stitch markers a little bit fancier than these, but these are, I mean, you could use them as progress keepers, but when I start a project, especially a blanket and sweaters, that something I know I have a tendency to put down, and then I start something new and I walk away and forget about it, and then you get it out and you're like, oh my god, what size hook did I use? And I go through each hook till I realize, okay, this one matches. So these kind of, I do these starting from D up to L, but oh, my tripod's falling. Hold on guys, don't fall. Not that that my almost empty bottle is going to help, but let me show you here. This is one of the sets I made, and this is the D. So I just make these tiny, so there's nothing big and like bulky hanging on there, because I just put it on the beginning of my project and it just stays there till my project's done, and I know which hook size I've used. So that's a D. There's the letter E. Because I did these all in the letter pink, because these are going to a friend of mine that loves the color pink. And here is F. And G. H. A little skull on there. And this is I, and that one is a skein of yarn. It says yarn on it. So that's the dangliest one, but I wanted to give her one of those. And we just did I, J. And I has a pentacle on the bottom. And this is K with a bead, and then it has just the moon and star. And here is L. So I made those yesterday. I started sewing up the fabric for scrunchies today too, but I'm gonna take them over to sit with me while I'm in bed tonight, because turning them right side out is not easy to do. Let me get this other one I made. I made a set of blue ones yesterday too. Oh, I can't, because this is going to another friend of mine that I already have her package all tidied up and ready to go. I gotta get this one put into the package and get these two out in the mail. So, but yeah, I mean, I've been doing a lot of crocheting. Not that I have things done, because I have such freaking starteritis right now. It's not even funny. When I came up here, and most of my yarn, I mean, granted, I have a shit ton of yarn up here in my room and out in Draken's room, which is the next room over. I got plenty of yarn up here, but I have a lot of my yarn. Well, my whole Hobby Lobby haul is downstairs. Other yarn that we had gotten and purchased through Walmart or whatever, here and there where we were out. So Jim bought me a bunch of totes, and I have just everything's in the totes downstairs, so the dog or cat or cats didn't get after my yarn and ruin my yarn. But pretty much everything I've been working on, I've either, like I said, given away already, or it is downstairs. I am making a never-ending granny square blanket right now, which is over on my bed, because when I sit in bed, that's what I do. I'm mixing two different mandalas. Just, I got two. When one's running down, the other one's running down. I just add it on, and they're not the same over and over. There's just, I have a whole bunch of mandala, and some of it I've had since mandala came out, so I want to use it instead of keeping it just sitting on the shelf. It's beautiful and I love to look at it, but I need to start using it. So I am making a really big never-ending granny square. It is becoming out beautiful so far. Next time I get on here, I will try to remember to bring it over here, but for me to get over there, to come back, yeah, that's a 20-minute process for about 5, 6, 7 steps. But I have to get out of this very narrow walkway here. I mean, I have a very small space, so I have to kind of walk sideways, because I have a basket here on this wall, and then I have one of those Rubbermaid pull-out drawers underneath the table here. But because the table has bars that slant down, it has to stick out yay far from the table, so I have to like do 1 foot at a time around my chair to get out to where my walker is, right over there, so I can walk to my bed. I just realized that I've got glowing eyes. Oh, da, 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 da. Yes, I'm okay. I'm just a little crazy, but I have a huge mess at my table here that I need to clean up before I can go relax for the night. So hopefully tomorrow I can come back. I'm gonna try my best to be on here more. I'm just fighting a bad depression right now, guys. It's been tough, and I just think it's because I was really hoping that as I lost a lot of weight, the pain would diminish and that I could actually walk and enjoy things. Never did I think that my pain level was going to get worse, but at least I see pain management for the first time August 1st. So I swear I'm going to sit there and I'll sob my eyes out if I have to. I'm not leaving there until they give me a cortisone shot to at least alleviate some of the pain so I can keep walking, because I'm probably soon going to get to a standstill with my weight loss, being that I'm sure I've hit the 100-pound marker by now within the past month. And I know they say like the first year, sometimes 2 years with gastric bypass, you lose your weight really fast, but then you get to a standstill, and that's where you really got to start incorporating exercise, you know, being active, really kind of monitoring what you eat. Like, I don't really eat much at all. I eat 3-4 bites and I'm done. Sometimes I can't even eat that. Sometimes I just like, some days my stomach just feels achy. That's the only way. It's just achy, and the thought of eating is worse and worse. But I know if I don't eat, I get feeling pretty sick in the stomach, even worse than what I already am at that point. So sometimes I gotta force myself to eat. Sometimes I throw up a couple times, but it takes a while. But then I'm able to keep it down after a while, and then I get a little bit of something in me. But yeah, it's been tough. I mean, I don't regret my decision at all. Like I said the other day, because we're, you know, doing barbecues and picnics and blah, 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 blah. And I said to Jim the other day, I said, you know, I'm so glad that I have my stomach holding me accountable to what I do and don't eat, because if I eat something that you're not supposed to eat, you can't eat high-fat foods like deep fried. Like, I have been able to eat French fries. Like, we've been out and about, and we just haven't really eaten anything, and you know, we'll just swing by McDonald's real quick, and I will get a small French fry, and I will get a McChicken. I'll take the bread off and I'll eat the chicken, and I usually eat about 5 or 6 fries, and I'm full. So, and then Jim eats the rest of the fries plus his food. But yeah, it's just, if I eat a lot of sugar, that's throwing up immediately. I tried that once, and I haven't tried it again. So yes, I'm very happy that my stomach holds me accountable for this, because I know mentally I could never stick to a diet, because I have massive food addiction, and I love food. I love to eat, and I like to eat sociably. I like to eat when I'm bored. I like to eat at night watching TV, you know. Luckily, I can't do any of that anymore, and I don't have any cravings for really anything anymore. Like every now and then I'll crave like spaghetti or spaghetti sauce, and I use my chickpea pasta, and that works fine. It's high protein pasta, it's low carb, so I make everybody else regular noodles. Although sometimes I just make a big pot of something with my chickpea pasta, because they'll eat it. They don't, like Jim don't mind it, and Raven and Brandon and Tiana and Draken don't mind it. You can't really tell. I mean, the texture's different, but there's really not a taste. Just like pasta, there's not too much of a taste. It's just pasta. It's the sauce that you eat on it. So I do love spaghetti sauce. So I will every now and then. So we just did go produce shopping. So I got a whole bunch of, what should I say, a whole bunch. I got like 6 butternut squashes and like a couple spaghetti squashes. So I'm going to experiment with the spaghetti squash and making myself like a spaghetti with spaghetti sauce. And the butternut squash, one night out back we made the spaghetti, the butternut squash, and I peeled it, cubed it, and I put some avocado oil in a pan, and I put the cubes of the butternut squash in my pan, and I put some salt, pepper, and garlic, and some bacon bits, and a little bit of Parmesan cheese, and I just kept cooking that. It was, oh my gosh. See, I've never really liked squash, but that was good. Last year we did acorn squash, and I made that like desserty. It was okay, but I think I'm realizing I like squash and sweet potatoes tasting more like a vegetable than to make it sweet. I like my sweet potato casserole that I make because I use canned yams and squish them up, and I put butter and, you know, butter, cinnamon, and cloves and brown sugar in it, and then you bake it, and then the last 5 minutes you top it with some marshmallows, and you bake the marshmallows on. So that is no longer in my list of foods that I'm allowed to eat. So I don't mind like the butternut squash, zucchini and yellow squash. I'm still but I'm trying to learn to like it. I have a bunch of different recipes that I have pinned in my Pinterest for different zucchini recipes and high protein foods, low calorie, low sugar, low fat foods. So I'm just trying to adapt to a totally different way of cooking and a different way of a lifestyle. But I am going to let you guys go for now. I've held you on here long enough. So I hope you all have a great night. If this is your first time here, hello, thank you for sticking by and watching, and if you always are here, thank you so much. Hello to you too, and I'll give that to all of yous. So I love yous, and I will be back on here hopefully very soon. All right, bye.